Guys, it's happening. Tower of God, the anime, is releasing this spring. Spring of 2022. Confirmed. I can't believe this. I always thought, ever since the anime was announced last August, that the anime would be released maybe at the very earliest, the end of this year, or maybe even 2021. But it looks like we're gonna get it in 2020. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be released exclusively in Japan or Korea at first, and then eventually it'll come to the States. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of hype around this. Just look at this picture. I could stare at this picture for hours, dude. So I agree. There's a lot of people saying we shouldn't get too excited. We haven't seen animation yet, and I totally agree. But I think it's okay to get a little hyped. Okay, I think it's okay. Because look at this, it's Bob and Rachel. We're gonna break down what we know about the anime so far. And by the way, I could be wrong about some of this stuff. I don't know everything, but this is just from what I've seen and what I've gathered. I'm not like a news source or anything. So some of you may already know all this, but I wanna clear some things up because some people are getting really confused and I just wanna clear that up. So we see here SIU line, obviously. Okay. Bomb looking fresh, and some people were saying he looks a little young, and you know, he does look young, but he's supposed to be young. I don't mind that at all. He's supposed to be a little boy. You know, when we started season 1, I gave him this baby voice, which is still very cringy to listen back to, but he's supposed to be young, you know? I don't know, like 15 or something, and I could see that. Rachel, some people were saying, you made Rachel... Okay, so spoilers for if you haven't read season 1 of Tower of God and finished it, don't watch this. Some people were saying, oh, Rachel looks too pretty. I mean, it's anime. It's kind of hard to make an ugly character, but they still left her nose, you know, she's still got the nose, she's still got the freckles. Like, to be honest, for an animation studio to take this on, they've really done their research. I mean, they're wearing the same clothing. I think Bomb's is like slightly different, maybe with a scarf. I could be wrong about that. It looks sharper though. Like, it just looks good. We got the door's looking the same. It's just hype. It's a lot of hype. I love this logo thing here. So, but with the hype comes some worried people, some confusion, things of that sort. So I'm on the Tower of God Reddit here. I'm just gonna address a couple things because, so they've released the official website. Let me actually do that first. This is the official Tower of God anime website, which looks hype. It looks hype. So if you show the original here, we can see that it's all in... It's not in English. I'm not sure. I think this is Japanese. And maybe it's Korean. I'm not sure. But regardless, some people were saying, well, look, if you translate it, you can see that it says night and raher, and people were worried that they're not going to call him Bomb. And that's literally, when you translate the word, it means night. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. I highly doubt they're going to be calling Bomb night. That would be a little strange. I don't think that's a problem. I think it's just a translation thing. So as you can see, I haven't really done my research, but I'm just clearing this up because this is how it is. Exactly, only in our translation. So the other big thing was people are worried about the company that's animating it. I don't believe that we know the animation company, but there's been clues that we know maybe the production company. And it's like the company that produced Darling in the Franxx, the company that produced Berserk. So some people are saying, oh no, it's gonna look like Berserk. I highly doubt that, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, okay? I think it's just like the overall company that's like producing it, not necessarily animating it. So some people are saying it's gonna be Aniplex, however you pronounce it. It's like, we don't really know yet. We don't really know. But yeah, this was another thing. 4.5 billion views globally. That's what the website says. Worldwide. If that's true, that's insane because they could be getting their numbers by, I think the average for each chapter worldwide is like 5 million views. So that's probably just the collective views of all the chapters. That's insane. Sorry, my brain is already is kind of crazy, but some people were saying, oh, it's like this company, but this isn't an animation company, but this company is involved with Tower of God. I believe it's connected to producing it. So, but my point is, like I said, I really don't know. I'm not like an anime geek where I know what all these terms mean and who this company is. I tried finding out who this company was, and I couldn't really get that much information, but they're not like the one who did Berserk. So Berserk was not, and it's not like Tower of God is going to get the Berserk treatment. I wouldn't worry about that. And another thing I want to address is some people are like freaking out and they're saying they're not going to do it right, or like, what if they mess things up? They're not going to give season 1 enough time. And to those people, we're getting a Tower of God anime, okay? I wouldn't worry about that stuff. Obviously, there's gonna be some differences, okay? There's gonna be some complaints. Maybe some characters won't look like they did in the webtoon, or they're gonna make some cuts in the story, or some characters might be excluded. You never know, or there's gonna be some anime-only things. That's to be expected from an anime adaptation. And in my eyes, just the fact that for now, this could change, I'm not saying you're wrong, but in my eyes, the fact that we're getting an anime at all is incredible. Because most people know we assumed it would never happen. It's a webtoon, it's made in Korea, for a Japanese company to take this on is huge. So I'm just grateful for that much, and for anything, honestly, just to get the word out that Tower of God is this amazing show. But yeah, anyway, so I believe that it would make sense for this season 1 of the anime to cover season 1 of the webtoon. I think that if the show has 25 episodes, it can do that, like, definitely. However, if it's only 12, they're going to have to cut a lot, or it's going to have a lot of pacing if they want to reach that. So I could see like episode 1 covering the first floor. You know what I mean? The Yuri stuff, the Hedon stuff. That wouldn't be rushing it. But then like episode 2 should cover like Kun and Rak, meeting Kun and Rak. Episode 3, like, that's a pretty slow pace, and that's the pace it should take. So if it's 12 episodes, it would have to have a really fast pace to cover season 1. But I think it can do it. It just depends on how many episodes it'll be releasing. But keep in mind, spring 2020 might not necessarily mean like, oh my gosh, March or April. It might mean like May, or even like into May, or even something like that. We don't really know. There's no specific release date. I've heard some people say April, but I haven't seen anything that's specifically says that. So, yeah. I know, right? This small little webtoon. Like, I started reading this show 3 years ago. It's not like I've been in it as long as some of you have. I think when I started reading it, it was the end of the Name Hunt station, I believe. Or like just getting into the Floor of Death, maybe. I'm not sure. But, yeah. It just boggles my mind that we're getting this at all. That's sort of my point here. So I wouldn't worry. It's going to be fine. Everything, we'll just see. I'm not saying everything's gonna look perfect, but we'll see, we'll see. So, SIU talking about it here. It's an animation. We just see Rialto Entertainment is involved. We don't know. Oh, every Thursday? I'm wondering if that means they're going to release episodes every Thursday, or if they're going to give us more information every Thursday. Okay, so we'll probably make more videos like this once more information comes out, but this is mostly just for the people who didn't know that an anime was a thing, although most of you probably do know at this point, and also just to clear up a couple things. I wouldn't worry about the translation, nothing is in English yet, so it makes sense that they're calling him Knight, because in other languages, that's literally his name. So I wouldn't worry about that, don't worry. I have a feeling that line understands the English audience, and it'll take time for that stuff to happen. So chill your guys' butts. It's gonna be fine. But at the same time, we'll see what happens. I'm not trying to defend them. We'll see how good the show actually is. I think it's okay to get hyped though. This cracked me up. This guy, best girl is Rachel, no debate. Top unacceptable. It's like what is that, like 7 times the likes or something? 6 times the likes. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, that's just a little update video. I didn't want it to be very long, just a little bit of a thing, to give you some tips of information, kinds of information. My mind is fried because it's just so hype. I wish I could film it last night. I found out last night and I was so hyped. I couldn't stop thinking about it. But if you guys know any more information, you can let me know. But as far as I know, that's the general consensus on what we know about the anime. Could be wrong. This is my first time making one of these update videos, but I had to do it. It's Tower of God. So thanks guys for watching, and let me know what I missed, and let's see some hype about the anime in the comments down below. Let's do it. So I was also, really quick, planning on releasing the new reaction series tomorrow. Thanks guys. Love you. I like you a lot. Don't know if I love you. I'm kidding. I love you guys.